Welcome to Westchester Middle School and our winter band concerts. The last time I said that, it was December of 2019, if you can believe that. So today marks our return to the stage as a band program. Tomorrow during the day, the Westchester Intermediate School, 100 plus beginners and our cadet band will do their first performances. They'll be live streamed during the day tomorrow. So we're making a big return today and tomorrow. Thank you for being here today. It's great for us to be back up on stage. It feels really, really good. And thank you for those of you watching our live stream at home. We're going to get this thing started with The Land of Make Believe. All right, it was great to hear that music in this room. Solos on that were 8th grader Vince Guidice on trumpet. 8th grader Mariah Wilson on alto sax. And 7th grader Tias Gutierrez on drum set. We're going to move on to math tonight. Okay, number of solos on that. So we had 7th grader Tommy Newhouse on drum set. 7th grader Jared Sanchez on trumpet. 8th grader Mariah Wilson again on alto sax. And on piano, we had Megan Selma. So what all of you may not know is that these guys all come back to school on Thursday evenings to rehearse from 6:30 to 7:30 at night. So I give them big props for doing that, for coming back to school after a long day already spent here, and then they get to spend an hour with me. Not one of them, because of our pandemic, not one of them has ever played in jazz before, and that's new for me too. Normally every year I have 8th graders and 7th graders who kind of lead by example for the 6th graders that come in new. and get them to learn the jazz style just by listening to it and playing along with them. Well, this year we had none of that. None of the 8th graders, although they were here in band in 6th grade, none of them that are in jazz ensemble played in jazz as a 6th grader. So exploring and getting into this new world of jazz is new for every one of them on the stage. So I couldn't be more proud. Thank you. So we're going to finish up with our last tune, grabbing some air, and then we'll have a little intermission to switch groups. All right, so because the last and only time that this group has ever performed was at the intermediate school for their beginner band concert, I went with red and white stage lighting in honor of WIS. And also, one of the songs that every beginner band plays, which I know they played back then in 2019, was Hot Cross Buns. Famous one-line, three-note song. Every beginner band across the world plays it. Well, we're going to play that for you now so that you can maybe remember back to what it sounded like then and compare it to now. And hopefully you'll think, yeah, that sounded a lot better. And we're going to dedicate it to Mr. Collins, director of the Intermediate School Band. Mr. Collins, this one's for you. You taught it to them. I just brought it back to them. I'm glad there was one squeak out there from a saxophone or a clarinet player because it makes it more realistic and memorable. And I'm glad there was only one squeak because probably back then we heard many, many, many more squeaks. So right there, that shows progress. And also just them being on the stage today, all three bands, just to get here, to go for a whole year and a half being in band, but not really being in band. Because the art of music and the art of being in band is playing together. It's making the art together. And when you don't do that for such a long time, it makes coming back to it really, really challenging. And these guys have all worked really hard and have been bouncing back in a great way. And I can't wait to see the continued progress that goes on the rest of this year and in the following years to come with the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th graders. Keep it going, guys. So we're going to go from playing, thank you. We're going to keep it going from, we're going to go now from transitioning from their last concert, which was simple 1 or 2 line songs, to full page pieces of music. Big jump. Lots more notes, lots to learn, lots more to do and think about. So here is an arrangement of the melody from Beethoven's 9th Symphony, Ode to Joy. One of the things that we've also worked on recently in rehearsal is doing things together. Okay, so that includes bringing instruments up at the same time, not hitting music stands when we do that, watching me and breathing together so we can come in together. So a lot of little things going on up here too that we've practiced and worked on. That is also a big part of what we do, is staying together, doing things together. So, and I think that they're doing that quite well. We're going to finish with the Olympic Spirit, which was commissioned by NBC for the 1988 Summer Games in Seoul, Korea. ready, we're going to turn the house lights back up, so watch those eyes, close the curtain, and switch groups. Okay, I'm going to invite up the Band Parents Association fundraising team, and they're going to talk to you about a fundraiser that we'd like to do coming up here very shortly. I'm also going to give us more white light on the back and less yellow, so I don't want you thinking we're getting jaundice up here. So.
Hi everyone, thanks for being here tonight. My name is Elise Vegas, and We are the co-chairs for the Westchester Band Parents Association fundraising. And we just want to thank all of you so much for all your support in the past couple of months and all the restaurant fundraisers that we've had. But Deanna's going to talk a little bit about our big fundraiser coming up.
Also the chocolate and the signs that we continue to sell. We just want you to know that fundraising is really important for us here. We use it to purchase the medals. It helps pay for the cleaning of the instruments, and then it also helps fund activities that they want to do when they are looking, possibly even for the spring. So with COVID and all the restrictions, obviously we've delayed our fundraiser. We've had to rethink how we can make this safe and let everyone feel comfortable. So we did decide to go with Double Good Popcorn, which is actually a local company right here in Bentonville. And the reason being is that it's completely virtual, contactless, and it ships directly to the customer's home, and that's anywhere in the US. So we wanted everyone to feel like they had the opportunity to get out there and sell for us to help really boost their funds. There are some fun different flavors available, like butter believe it, jalapeno, the little kettle that could, easy peasy caramel cheesy, and my main cheese, just to name a few. We're going to be blasting out some information in the near future. Elise will talk about some of the details, but every student band member will have their own pop-up store as a participant, and they're all part of our team, which is the Westchester Band Association. And you'll get to, it's pretty quick, pretty user-friendly. You're going to download an app, and you're just going to upload a photo and get selling and blast out the codes to your families and friends, wherever they are. And hopefully we'll be able to make some good profits on this.
So with that, Mr. Collins and Mr. Kluge will be sending out a blast next Wednesday, February 16th, with all the information on how to set up your pop-up store. Like Deanna said, it's very quick and easy. I did it in 2 minutes today. We are officially going to begin to sell on Thursday, March 3rd at 5 p.m. The one interesting thing about this fundraiser is that it only runs for 4 days live. So it's going to go from Thursday, March 3rd through Monday, March 7th. But we can pre-advertise, thank you. Pre-advertise for several weeks ahead of time so that your family knows that it's coming. One of the things that we are asking is that each of our band members sells a minimum of $60, and we receive 50% of that profit.
And we will be awarding prizes to the top sellers, things like Xbox gift cards, Amazon, Starbucks, to name a few.
So make sure that you look out for that email from Mr. Kluge and Mr. Collins next Wednesday and get those stores set up and blast it out to your families. We appreciate your help with fundraising. Thank you.
All right, conference over. We're going to do somebody that I used to know, which is going to feature 8th graders, Addison Caminiti and Riley Christensen, down here on the floor playing marimba. This was the Gautier hit in 2011. That might have been the only one hit of his, I'm not sure. But anyway, enjoy. again, I want to thank you very much for your support over these last year and a half or so, to keep the band program going and to help keep students motivated when we're not doing our art together. It's really, really tough. And a big part of that was you guys, the parents at home, for helping to support practicing even when that didn't want to necessarily be done. I have 2 daughters of my own that are now beginners in band, so I know how it feels to be on that other side. Even for a band director, know that it is challenging for me to push my daughters to get the instruments out and practice. But I thank you for doing that, and I hope that continues, so we can continue to see that growth as we go into our solo contest, which is quickly approaching, and then our spring concert in April, and hopefully some other possible performances or events off campus, depending on how things go forward. Our final piece is Some of the Heroes, again commissioned by NBC by John Williams, who incidentally turned 90 years old today. John Williams, who composed all the Star Wars music, Harry Potter music, Close Encounters, E.T. So he also composed Some of the Heroes, and this was for the 1996 Summer Games that were held in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so parents of concert band members, they can take tomorrow morning off. Yeah. They don't understand that maybe I'm just as excited as they are, too. So yeah, please take tomorrow morning off, but I will see them on Thursday morning And I will see you if you are scheduled for a class with me tomorrow during the day. So make sure you have all of your items for that. If the audience could just remain seated, we'll get 6th grade and 7th grade symphonic bands safely back to the music room to get their coats on and go home. And then we'll get the concert band off the stage after that. Thank you very much.